Hello, everybody. It's the Gaming Optimist. Today I'm talking about Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I beat this one. We basically covered the story in my MK Conquest review, but to recap for those who haven't read that, two brothers, Taven and Dagon, are supposed to defeat Blaze to fulfill a prophecy foretold by their mother, Delia, the sorceress Delia. Caught in the crossfire is literally every fighter in MK's roster over the years. Any of these combatants could potentially defeat Blaze as well, and possibly ruin everything in the process. The game itself is the finale. Everyone's killing each other trying to beat Blaze, which starts as an all out war between good and evil, of course. This was Ed Boon's intended finale. After this game, he planned on rebooting everything with all new characters, some returning, and ushering in a new era. That's not what we got, but it was the ending of the original MK timeline. The game has its flaws for sure, although it was incredibly fun at the time. Honestly, going back to it, it's not nearly as boring as Deadly Alliance's gameplay, though the creative fatality system was absolute garbage. Hey, at least we got Creative Fighter too, which is dope as shit. Um, yeah, we talked about Armageddon. I was gonna just ignore. Um, no, not this one. I was not gonna talk about all the characters. I like that I prefaced it with. We already talked about this with a Conquest review, because yeah, like with Deception, most of the lore, the backstory, the backstory, comes from the Conquest mode. Let's look at the character select screen. I was not gonna look at it because I was like, I'm not doing all that because there's only technically two new fighters, a third new fighter if you count Blaze's boss's form as a new character, which I do now, because he's very mindless, soulless. Um, but there are stories going on with all these characters, so I'll just recap real quick what's going on. There's Scorpion. He is revolting against the Elder Gods. How dare you? They brought back his clan, resurrected his clan, um, but as undead people for his help as being Elder God, champion of the Elder Gods, and fighting against Onaga. Um, Sub Zero is here. Anywhere. Um, yeah, Sub Zero, Kuai Liang. In the story mode of Conquest, he's fighting. He's he shows up to fight Frost and Tape. There's a bunch of shit going on in Conquest mode that we're not even talking about. It really good guys, bad guys, and I think Scorpion's on the bad team. Sub Zero's on the good team. We got Reptile here, bad. Just a great big evil, good evil thing going on. Rain's here. Rain actually has some pretty good lore where he's revealed to be the half brother of Taven and Dagon, the main antagonist, main protagonist. Strike that, reverse it. Ermac is back, and he's looking to fight back. There's Chameleon. I think I mentioned this before. I think it was in my grand combatant ranking. Go check that out if you have 3 hours to kill and you want to see me yawn and ramble a lot and yap a lot about Mortal Kombat characters. But Chameleon returns from MK3. He has a new translucent design. I don't hate it, but I don't really care. But a lot of people were like, "Where's the female Chameleon?" So the Nintendo Wii version got the only complete roster of characters. Yeah, Chameleon returned, the female Chameleon as well. So the Wii got the full version, and the female Chameleon was a Nintendo exclusive character for years. Nintendo 64 for Trilogy, and then Nintendo Wii. And this is the first time that both Chameleon characters are in the same game, which is nuts. And now it looks like the male Chameleon is being phased out in favor of the female Chameleon. I don't care either way. They're not that important to me. I do like to see characters that don't have a lot of lore and love get more of that, so I'm happy for the female Chameleon. Oh god. Noob Saibot's here. Smoke. Right by Noob Saibot. We got Cyrax Sector. Sector has a full-blown warship now of Takunin soldiers. Striker's back. Horrible design. Cabal. Dairu. Jarek is back from MK4. Horrible. He is just a copy of Movado. I hate it. I hate it so much. Darius. Reiko is back. I don't mind Reiko's design in this game at all. Fujin, I really don't mind his design either. I love the long braid. Bo Raicho. We got Movado returning from Deadly Alliance. We have Hataru, Nightwolf, Mocap returning from Deadly Alliance. Right by Johnny Cage, which also leads to my fan theory about them knowing each other previously, before he became a motion capture artist. Johnny Cage returning from Deadly Alliance. Kano returning from Deadly Alliance. Jax. Kai returning from Mortal Kombat 4. I don't mind his design with the cornrows. Cornrows. Kenshi, Shijinko. Suhao returning just to die a miserable death again. Every character that I'm talking about right now, it dies. They all die. Cobra, we have 2 creative character slots. You can create whoever you want to. The presets are like a female Tarkatan and old man Shang Tsung. Taven is the main character. I will get more into talking about him with my Conquest review. Mortal Kombat Armageddon Conquest review. There's gonna be 2 separate Conquest reviews, Deadly Alliance and Armageddon. But he is the main character. He's the new hero. He is a demigod. He's a demigod. Yeah, he could very well be the bringer of Armageddon. His brother, the evil one, could be the savior. It could be a lot of nuance there and shit. Zombie Liu Kang. Kung Lao returns from Deadly Alliance. The Deadly Alliance sandwiched in between the Shaolin monks and Shinnok and Dark Raiden, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi. Shinnok, who is actually a clone of Shinnok. And then we got Raiden, and we have Dagon. Dagon is the bad guy, is the brother. He is the younger brother of Taven, but he was awakened before he was from their bullshit, and he's now older than him. Sonya.
There's a spider dangling from the ceiling.
Okay, I'll go get it. We have I had to pause the video real quick. Sonya, Kitana. Katana's returning from no, she was in Unchained. Sonya's returning. Melina, Jade, Ashra, Li Mei, Tanya, Frost, Sindel, Nitara returning from Deadly Alliance, Kira, Serena making her first console debut, Shiva returning from Mortal Kombat 3, Baraka, Mataro returning from Mortal Kombat 3, Havoc, Draman and Moloch, both from Deadly Alliance, making their returns. Meat making his return from Mortal Kombat 4. This is a fully fleshed out version of him, like an actual character. Emphasis on flesh, haha, very funny. Shao Kahn, Goro, Kintaro making his return from Mortal Kombat Trilogy is the last time we saw him. Onaga in his first playable form. Same thing with Moloch. And then the boss Blaze. I just wish they had like an alternate, like regular fighter Blaze version. Everyone here dies. Everybody here dies. Spoiler alert for MK9. Everyone's dead. and it's down to Raiden versus Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn has beaten Blaze. He has all the power. He kills Dark Raiden, and that's how. And I go off of Shao Kahn's ending. Shao Kahn, everything's canon. Everything's canon. MK11 has proved this. But my belief from that timeline, I'm going off of. I think everyone's ending is canon. If that's what would have happened if any of them won. Not one ending do I see and go, nah. No, I think every single one of their endings happened in a different timeline. Especially now that we have MK1 and we see that the alternate endings for MK11 happened in different timelines, alternate universes and shit. So, and there's so many different ways to spin it, but I go off of Shao Kahn's ending. Shao Kahn won. He got all the power. He killed everybody. He has nothing left to conquer or destroy. So he goes mad and he kills him. He unalives himself. So that's the end. So everyone's just dead in the old timeline. The only one that really lives is Shinnok, the real Shinnok in the Netherrealm. And is that actually living? No, it's not living. You're the ruler of hell. Congratulations. But it's a really super sad ending. But Ed Boon was like, I don't know. I have no idea where the story goes from here. I have no. We need a fresh start. And he was right on the money. And it was my belief, since we have this, the next game that we're going to be talking about next week is MK versus DC. And it is my belief that the characters found in this game, within this very game. Oh shit. I'm not trying to do that. Stop. Picture, bro. Picture. Put an image in new tab. Jeez. It's my belief that the Mortal Kombat characters found within this game were going to be the ones that return for the all new realized game. New characters. Completely new characters. Except the ones in this game. So I think Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they were already confirmed to return. Different versions of them or whatever. What have you. Sonya, Shang Tsung, Kitana, Jax, Liu Kang, Raiden, Kano, Baraka. That's it. Shao Kahn is the boss character in this game too. You can also make an argument for him. And then DLC that was confirmed but was never released was Quan Chi and Harley Quinn. I think Quan Chi would return too. I think Quan Chi would return as well. Fuck, why are they so fucking loud? I think that's what would happen. Well, I'm going to end the video now. You guys have a good one. Take care. That was Armageddon.